The Grammys released their nominations not too long ago, and something caught the eye of many hip-hop fans. Something quite unusual, and Eminem's Kamikaze album wasn't nominated for Best Rap Album of the Year. Yes, I know, lucky you got a nomination, but to be honest, the marketing team for the Grammys knew they'll miss out on a huge chunk of potential viewers if they didn't include the name of the best-selling artist in the United States in 2018 somewhere on their nominations. The proof of this is everywhere: websites, blogs, videos, you name it. Content about Eminem attract the most attention, especially negative publications about him, and thanks to one of my subscribers for reminding me of the perfect quote to describe this situation about Eminem. Green Goblin and Spider-Man describe this perfectly. The one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail, fall, die trying. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually, they will hate you. In hip-hop, Eminem opened doors and showed the world that you don't have to fit into stereotypes to make it big in an industry. And if you believe he's only loved because he's white, you need to do some research about Eminem's huge fan base in Asia and Africa. If you're good and people can relate to your music, they'll love you regardless of your skin color, and Bob Marley was proof of this. This guy was popular across all the edges of the globe where most people didn't even understand the language of his music. And as we dive in deep into this topic, remember to subscribe if you're new to the channel and turn on notifications. I see a couple of comments about Eminem described as a leftist because he's diss-trumped, and if you believe this, you've fallen for the games of identity politics. As humans, regardless of your particular political affiliation, if you always agree with policies or people that share your political beliefs, then you've lost what it means to be essentially human and unique. Identity politics will mess your mind up and you'll become part of the herd that believe nonsense like all men are out to oppress women, anyone who supports Trump is a racist, anyone who hates Trump is a leftist, all cops hate black people. I could go on and on with these examples, but you get the point. All identity politics does is create division, and this has also divided Eminem's fan base. Because of all this, many now consider Eminem to be leftist because he doesn't like Trump, but what many fail to understand is that Eminem is just showing what it is to think for yourself, and even Revival, that is considered woke Eminem, is far from what PC media will define as woke for Eminem to qualify as a leftist. If you don't understand what I mean, go listen to Framed on Revival. Now, Eminem is at a state where he's a villain to both the right and left in America because of identity politics. So do you still think it's a coincidence that he's also at a point in his career where he's released 2 albums that didn't get as much as a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Album? Even Encore, considered to be a low point for Eminem, earned 3 Grammy nominations, but since Eminem became woke, he's now had a streak of 2 albums for the first time since he got signed that have not been nominated for Best Rap Album. Of course, it didn't help that Eminem was described as woke at a heated period in America, but this reception from both fans and critics gave birth to Kamikaze. Just in case you're wondering why Eminem went with the name Kamikaze for his latest album, Revival left Eminem at a state that can be described as fight or flight, and this has never happened to Eminem since his major label debut in 1999. The situation with Relapse and Recovery is often compared to Revival and Kamikaze, but this is not entirely accurate. Revival nearly meant the end of Eminem, at least in America, since this was the first time Eminem fell and the fans in America failed to catch him. He recorded his lowest career first week sales since he got signed, even lower than the Slim Shady LP in 1999 when Eminem was just an upcoming rapper. In the United States, from Revival to Kamikaze, Eminem moved from 267,000 to 434,000 equivalent album units sold first week, and in less than 3 months, Kamikaze outsold Revival in the United States. To show that Relapse and Recovery wasn't as critical, Eminem moved from 608,000 to 741,000. Notice that even with Kamikaze's improvement, Eminem still has roughly 50% of his fan base in the United States that didn't return. And to put things in perspective, MMLP2 that released before Revival opened with first week sales of 792,000 albums sold. Eminem now has 50% of his fan base that fell for identity politics, and in this case, since Eminem doesn't like Trump, is branded a leftist NPC. is now the enemy of the right and left in America. Kamikaze turned things around for him, though his fan base is still split, but things are looking up now, and I expect his next solo studio album to outperform Kamikaze and spell Eminem's return to form. Thanks for watching, leave your thoughts in the comment section below and don't forget to subscribe.